Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, so it's time to review the books coming out the next following Wednesday. So that would be November 22nd. Hard to believe next week is going to be um, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and my birthday next week. So yeah, should be a good week. Turning another year in the old calendar. Well, it's this time of year where we're in the middle of fall now. November is always a good month. Little cooler weather, even down here in the South Florida area. It's starting to get a little cooler. Not too bad though. And the holidays are upon us. It's just a nice time of year to spend time with family and look back maybe on the year, see how things went. I will be doing a end of the year review in December of my top 20 books for the year based on mostly covers, but it could also be good story. I mean, highlight maybe a best story of the year that I read in the comic book world. New comic books, of course. So I'm going to be highlighting that. So yeah, that'll be next month. End of the year. I like to do that every year. Try to do a recap of my favorite comic books for 2023. All right, so let's take a look at Midtown here. We're using them as our proxy. Books coming out next Wednesday. Give you a little bit of advance warning what to look for maybe as you go to your comic book shop, what books to maybe take a look at and highlight. We'll start off with Dark Horse, Black Hammer, The End, issue number 4. I think this is either a 5 or 6 issue miniseries, but it will be the last Black Hammer series from Jeff Lemire. There's two covers there, A and B cover. Cyberpunk 2077 XOXO number 2. Kind of dig the B cover by Jeffrey Allen Love. I mean, most of the covers are pretty good. I actually like the C cover, the D cover too, rather, by Ryan Chow. That one looks pretty cool. What else from Dark Horse? I think that might be it. There's a new number 1 called Lunar Lodge. Just the one cover. I don't know anything about that, but I'm assuming it's a hotel on the moon. I don't know. Not too sure. Mortal Terror number 1. You got a Mike Mignola cover for the B cover. That one looks nice. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 11. Number 12 sold out. Number 10 sold out last week because of the first appearance of the Bad Batch. Looks like issue number 11. No sense of that being sold out as of yet. Looks like Grendel Devil by the Deed Masters Edition hardcover, limited, signed and numbered, is sold out for $106. So look for the special Grendel fan. All right, starting with DC now. Batman Offworld number 1. Lurks Lee cover for the B cover looks nice. There's also a David Finch cover for the C cover. And you got a Ben Oliver cover. Looks like he's ready to box. I don't know what's going on there. Bare-fisted boxing. And also the F cover by Pete Woods. I kind of like that one. It's got an interesting Joker type face going on there for $27. I think that might be a 1 in 50. And then there's a 1 in, I think it's a 1 in 75, is a black and white by Mankey. Let's see here. Batman Superman World's Finest number 21. You've got these McFarlane toy. There's going to be several of these coming out next week. The McFarlane toy variants. Catwoman 59. I used to buy a lot of the Catwoman covers. I guess this Fornes cover looks pretty cool. I guess it kind of looks like a Definitely like a 1950s style comic book right there, but Catwoman in her maid outfit, not in costume. And you've got the D cover incentive. That's a 1 in 25 by Danny. And there is a 1 in 50 by Nico Leon. None of those covers really grabbed my attention so much. Green Lantern War Journal number 3. I do like the Raza cover. That one's pretty nice. I did read the first 2 issues. It was okay. Most DC books are not the best written these days. Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder, number 5. Not surprised the C cover is sold out by David Nakayama. Um, that's a 1 in 25, by the way, for $45. So if anybody happened to pre-order this for $25, they did not release the cover right away. I think that's one of the reasons um, a lot of people slept on this and didn't pre-order it. Is I don't think the image came out right away on this cover. But Nakayama, yeah, I don't think everything he does. He's not like Adam Hughes, or most of his book covers do really well. But this one looks pretty good. The old cowgirl outfit on Harley Quinn, 40 sold out at $45 at Midtown. I checked a couple other websites. eBay, it's going to run you about $80 to $90 for this book right now. There were some sites that had it for sale earlier in the week, around 60. So I guess 45 off of Midtown, I guess may not sound too bad, but considering it's a 1 in 25, that's still, man, almost double ratio. But it's going to be a hot cover. I wouldn't be surprised if this shows up on a hot 10 list next week. Uh, it's a striking image. It's kind of has that wanted poster look. I can see why people are into it. Yeah, if you really want that book, just wait and see a couple weeks. Maybe the hype will die down. Maybe you can get it a little cheaper. Let's see what else. I'm not going to highlight every single DC book. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. I do like the second printing Borin's cover here. That looks pretty good. Um, looks nice. I like that one. Issue 2 is out next week, and I do like the Matina cover. I mean, that Matina cover is pretty nice. So I did pick that up from Midtown for $27. Again, if you pre-ordered this, congratulations. That's selling on eBay right now around 40 to 50 bucks pretty easily. So still available at Midtown for 27. But obviously that's a hot cover, because if this was not a hot cover, you'd see that Midtown for $13, right? Because that's basically what happens to a 1 in 25 ratio that's not selling real well. It'll be priced at around 13.50 at Midtown. The 1 in 50 cover by Dustin Nugent also looks pretty nice. Yeah, beautifully done. It's kind of cool. Watercolor. Both still available at Midtown, though. All right, let me breeze through this. I think that might be it for DC. This Lee Bermejo cover looks weird. That's supposed to be Superman? What the hell? I don't know. It's very weird. It looks like a middle-aged Superman where the sun is not doing too well for him. I don't know. It looks weird. This is a weird cover. It doesn't look like a prototypical Superman to me. It almost looks like you took me, maybe a little. I have a little bit more weight on me than this guy does, but yeah, he kind of has that. He's kind of sporting the dad bod there. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if he drew that to be funny. I certainly hope he wasn't serious with that drawing. I don't know. It's bizarre. I like the coloring on Superman number 8. This is the 1 in 25 Edwin Gallman. Never heard of Edwin Gallman, but the coloring's kind of cool. I don't know that if Edwin did that or his colorist, but it's a nice color. It's a nice color. I think that's it for DC. Yeah, there's nothing. I really just like that Justice League versus Godzilla and the Harley Quinn. That's the only 2 books that I felt would be worth grabbing for next week. So other than that, most of the DC books I would avoid with a passion. All right, Dynamite Entertainment, you've got a couple limited releases here. Metal Premium, Stuart Sager, Alice Cooper, #1 for 90 bucks. Still no takers. They probably only have 1 copy, I'm pretty sure. There's also a Alice Cooper #2, the Stuart Sager Virgin variant. I mean, these are nice covers. If you're a hardcore Alice Cooper fan, I would imagine this would be right up your alley. If you're into comic books and Alice Cooper, why not have a comic book of Alice Cooper? Army of Darkness Forever, #1. This is the Metal Premium by Matina. It's a good cover. I don't like to have headless covers, I guess. 90 bucks, still available, no takers. I like this one a lot better. Army of Darkness #2. That's the limited virgin variant, 45 bucks, also by Matina. Disney Villains Hades #4 will be out next week. Bunch of covers on that. Was there any that stuck out to me? I don't think so. I don't think there was. All right, I think that's it for Dynamite Entertainment. Looks like the Cho cover is sold out, and also the Vampirilla Dead Flowers metal premium cover by Perio for 90 bucks. That's also sold out. Um, and also Vampirilla Dracula Rage #3, the Perio version, limited version, is sold out. IDW Publishing, Bryn Mawr #5. I like Stephen Niles and Damian Worm. They're a great combination if you like horror comics, and they always have great artwork. I've been picking up pretty much every issue. I really like the C cover by Christian Ward. It's only $7. It's like a 1 in 10, I think. 1 in 10 cover. I like that one. I also like the A cover as well by Damian Worm. I think that one looks pretty cool. Those are the 2 covers I like there. Dark Spaces, Good Deeds, issue 6. Um, Pretty low print run on these books. I do like the D cover by Jesse Lonergan. I don't know. I don't not familiar with that artist, but I kind of dig the cover. I don't know, skeleton cover. It's kind of cool. Um, I don't know if that's some acid that this person fell into, or is it just metaphorical? I'm not too sure, but it's a cool cover. I like it. I like the blood red in the water, the bones being shown. Yeah, just a cool looking image. There's also a 1 in 25 cover by Rivas. That one looks pretty creepy. And the 1 in 50 cover is sold out at Midtown. I tried to grab this, but when I went to check out, somebody else jumped in front of me. I've not been able to find it anywhere else either, by the way. So this might be a tough book to locate. Not too many shops are going to order 50 copies of issue 6 of a series from IDW that's probably not selling all that well to begin with. Yeah. So I'd like that cover. I'd like to find it for 50 bucks, but I don't think I will anytime soon. Most of the usual stores that did pre-orders sold out of that a long time ago. Some as high as 100 bucks. So yeah, it's disappointing. I missed it. Didn't wasn't able to get it today, but maybe in a couple years it'll show up on a who knows? Maybe in a couple years it'll show up on eBay or a website. You just never know. I don't expect anytime soon, though. I don't know. I'm going to be checking eBay next week to see if one pops up, but might be a tough one to find for sure. Star Trek #14 is out next week. Sometimes these incentive covers do well. I didn't think that this incentive cover by Bartok was all that good. Um, I like that Worf poster variant much better. That one sold out really well. You can see no one's really interested in these. Not surprising. Cover's not all that great. Image Comics, Bone Orchard Mythos Tenement number 6. Yeah, the Christian War cover's nice. I mean, both covers are nice. Tarantino cover is awesome too. Gunslinger Spawn 26. New number 1 from Image next week by Rick Remender. Holy Roller, I guess this is a superhero vigilante who uses his bowling balls to subdue his victim. I don't know. Um, I think the C cover is probably the best one. It kind of has that old, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of an old Judge, like a Judge Dredd cover, right? It's kind of has that feel and look. Early 80s Judge Dredd. There's a 1 in 25 cover. You've got a Saturday Evening Post homage cover by Brian Level for 18 bucks. Yeah, I don't know if the series is going to do that well. None of the issues are sold out, so I don't know. Maybe the print run's too high. The El Burke, I think, is a 1 in 50. That is still available as well. Kill Your Darlings number 3 will be out next week. A little bit of fatigue on these variants. The Stegman variants have always, on the first 2 issues, sold out very quickly on this series, but now the 3rd issue, not the case. So might be a little fatigue. Philadelphia number 31. Yeah, I love that Matina cover. What's there not to like about that? Red cover. Yeah, I love that cover. Beautiful cover by Matina. It's beautiful. I love it. Spawn 347. You've got a Barins cover, which is nice. Universal Monsters Dracula number 1. You've got a LCSD cover by Jason Sean Alexander. That's still available at Midtown. You've got a second printing by Joelle Jones. That one's pretty nice. And issue 2 will be out of Universal Monsters Dracula. Simmons cover for the A cover. Manipul did the B, and you've got a Jason Sean Alexander also for the C cover. Void Rivals number 6. I'm not into that book. I'm not a big Kirkman fan, but I know some people are. And that does it for Image. Moving on to Marvel Comics. Amazing Spider-Man 38 will be out next week. Various covers to choose from. I think the Ruan cover looks the best from what I can see initially. I don't think I have any designs to pick any of those up, though. I'm not going to mention all of these covers. So let me go through here. Captain Marvel number 2. I mean, a lot of covers. Well, I don't know why. Does Captain Marvel sell? I know that movie just bombed. Like, it did 47 million for the weekend, which is probably one of their lowest openings since Eternals. Man, Disney. The losers just keep coming. Instead of the hits keep coming, the losers keep coming. Disney, I would not want to be a long-term shareholder of Disney stock, that's for sure. Although in the last few days it's been rising. I don't, probably just because it was so oversold, but another failed movie, Captain Marvel, the Marvels rather. Just a terribly review. If you watch the reviews on it, it's really hard to find anything good to say about it. It's pretty bad. The villain is terrible. It's basically a Ronin. Remember Guardians of the Galaxy? What was his name? Ronin. Basically a ripoff of that character, a female Ronin, I suppose. Had the very same weapon he used. So even though that was destroyed in that particular movie, I don't know. Somehow it got resurrected. It's very strange. Of course, they don't explain any of that. But Yeah, I wouldn't be throwing any money at a Captain Marvel book. uh, Marvel just says, "Oh, we'll have a woman write it, and that will be." Of course, it's up to a 10th volume. Nobody buys the comic book. Once in a while, someone will buy an incentive cover if it looks really good. I've done that in the past, but I don't buy it regularly to read. It's terrible. It's almost unreadable. That's the wrong word for it, but yeah. So I didn't pick up any of those. Uh, I don't see any point in doing that anymore. It's going to be the same stuff. Carnage #1, fourth volume of Carnage. I don't know if this series is going to be any good. I wouldn't put too much in it. I did grab the Delato foil just because I'm a big Delato fan. I think the Mastrazo cover is really nice as well. That's a 1 in 25. The 1 in 50 I don't care for at all. The Rose Besh Virgin cover for 90 bucks is still available at Midtown. Daredevil Black Armor #1. Um, yeah, the Grissetti, is it Grissetti variant, the 1 in 25, that one looks decent. There's a 1 in 100 by Bagley that's still available. Incredible Hulk #6. A couple covers there to choose from. See which one works for you. Looks like the 1 in 25 is sold out at Midtown already. Um, I don't know. I think we're about done with Marvel. Oh, Marvel Secret Wars Battle World #1. All kinds of covers. Choose the one that fits you best. Man, I think that's it for Marvel. I really didn't see a whole lot from Marvel that was worth buying. Um, She-Hulk. Do people care about She-Hulk? Even though she's sensational, it still doesn't sell. Book still does not sell. Thank God we won't be seeing season 2 of that show. That got canceled, rightly so. Star Wars Bounty Hunters #40. Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad issue 3 will be out. Couple covers there to choose from. I think that's about it from Marvel. Wolverine 39. Who did that cover? Not too sure. That has kind of a cool look to it. Cartoony look. Oh, Ian Gist. I think I did grab that one on pre-order. Who doesn't like a nice Gist cover? I like that one. Very nice. Um, oh, Facsimile. This might be Marvel's best-selling book next week. X-Men 141, Days of Future Past. Definitely a key book to have in your collection. I've got a beautiful copy in my collection, the original, very high grade copy. But if you don't have an original and you've always wanted to have this book in your collection, why not pick up the facsimile? You can pick up the regular facsimile and you can also grab the foil variant. That does it for Marvel. Last is Independence. Man, there wasn't much. I think there might be 1 or 2 books to mention from Independence that look decent. Um, yeah, it's a nice Frisson cover there. Berserker Fallen Empire. That's the LCSD foil variant. Midtown has it priced at $13. Let's see what else. The Devil Wears My Face #2. Okay. B cover looks interesting by Manhouse. Let's see what else we got here. Ghosts on the Water, another Scout book. We're getting close to the end. Might be one other book that I thought looked interesting.